I don't know, I like it a little bit, but there was a lot to take away, or at least for SmackDown as a whole. A lot of little nuggets. This was the first nugget. Remember I said my dark horse match at WrestleMania is Nick Aldis versus Randy Orton?
Yeah.
Well, another piece of the puzzle goes into place right here. So if you recall, Nick Aldis was trying to sign Randy Orton. So was Adam Pearce when Randy Orton came back. And what did Nick Aldis say? I can give you the bloodline. These direct words out of his mouth. You sign with us, I can give you the bloodline. Now, Randy Orton has to go through a triple threat match. That's not giving you the bloodline. That's making you earn it. So kind of went back on your whole thing there. And Randy Orton even gave a little look when he said it's going to be a triple threat match. He like rolled his eyes a little bit. Camera cut away from me real quick, but I think that was a tease that, hey, you went back on your promise.
Nick Aldis said that he could give him the bloodline, but he also said that all three men had a legitimate gripe against Roman. So I think that kind of trumps just handing Randy an opportunity. And
you need to come out and be a man and say, hey, when he signed, I promised him the bloodline. That includes Roman Reigns. So he gets the bloodline first.
Yeah, but before Randy was signed, Styles was electrocuted with the Samoan splash by Solo. And then LA Knight was screwed over at Crown Jewel. So that was before Randy was signed. So their gripes were grandfathered in. And they're going to make an issue out of it regardless of whether or not Aldis has an agreement with Orton. The best way to do it, if you're Aldis, is just to let him fight it out. And the best man gets a shot at Roman.
But see, if Orton doesn't win, you promised me something, now I'm not getting it.
If Orton doesn't win, then he just needs to bide his time. He's got to go after the bloodline regardless of whether or not he has an official match.
But you didn't say you signed with a SmackDown and you can earn your way to the bloodline. No, he said, I can give you the bloodline. You're not giving it to me. You're making me work for it.
And that doesn't mean that you're just going to automatically get a title match. I can give you the bloodline. That means the bloodline are here. That means they're present. That means you have your shot to get at them. Doesn't mean that they're going to be on a silver platter.
My understanding was it's going to be a silver platter.
Well, you should have asked Nick, before you signed the contract, you should have asked Nick Aldis specifically what the fuck that meant.
I'm sure it was in writing.
Just in fine print.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was a little, I don't know, Easter egg or whatever you want to call it, that Randy Orton's going to have a problem with Nick Aldis, and then we're going to go for a WrestleMania match.
Aldis hasn't really been
overrating it, though.
I think you are. I mean, I don't want to say it that definitively. Just dismiss you. But I don't know. Aldis has butted heads with Pierce and Heyman and Roman. He hasn't really butted heads with Orton.
He has, though.
When?
The RKO.
Once.
Butthead.
Okay.
Randy Orton said he overpaid him. Hey, because you got another one coming.
And Aldis laughed at that. Like, oh, wow.
Well, that might be the second one. You know, he laughed at it, but maybe he's like secretly holding it against Randy Orton. I'm the authority here, and you RKO'd me, so now I'm punishing you. But I'm not going to say I'm punishing you. I'm just silent punishing you. I'm shadow banning you, if you will.
Yeah, I don't know. If anything, I think they'd be doing Pierce versus Aldis.
I don't think Pierce is going to wrestle.
Why not?
I don't know. Isn't he like old?
No.
Aldis is not old. He's not even 40.
I didn't say anything about Aldis.
You said Pierce. I think Pierce is old. Pierce is not old?
I don't think so.
I guess we're going to have to determine what old is.
Hold on. Well, yeah, that's true. Adam Pearce is 45.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That ain't that old.
Pretty up there.
That ain't that old for a general manager versus general manager match. Who's the other one?
I'm saying Nick Aldis can go out there and wrestle a melty banger.
Nick Aldis is 37.
Yeah, I said he's not 40. That's around like Cody's age. That's younger than Bobby Lashley.
That's why he should be feuding with Cody Rhodes instead of being a general manager.
You want him to wrestle a general manager. You just said he's gonna
wrestle
Pierce at WrestleMania 40 and night 2 main event.
You said the little dark horse is WrestleMania Orton and Aldis. That's dark bullshit. That doesn't make any sense. What I think that they would do, if anything, if they're gonna have Aldis wrestle, at this point would be Pierce. General manager versus general manager. Yeah, put a fucking case on it.
Put a case on it. Okay, we're gonna put a case on it.
All right.
WrestleMania 40. We're putting a case on it. You got Adam Pearce. I got Randy Orton.
All right.
Versus Nick Aldis.